is about to prove that there is never a right or wrong time to change career. Having followed a corporate career into his 60th year, Joe Rose is now set to release his debut single after a chance encounter with a record label boss. We'll hear from Joe after we take a listen to his version of Empty Chairs and Empty Tables.
And they rose with voices ringing. I can hear them now, the very words that they had sung became their last communion. I've been an accountant. I've been left Bethnal Green about 30 years ago, and I was married for 30 years, and we decided to split. My wife needed a change. I've got 5 children. She needed a change, and that's fine. And then I decided to go on online dating, which is an experience. And fortunately, I met Helen Meisner, and we got together. And I didn't know she was into music, and I happened to be singing around the house as you do. And she said, "Oh, you can hold a tune. Why don't we see if we can do something?" And that's kind of what happened. So it wasn't planned. It was purely...
but she works in music, right?
Yeah, she's got a record label called Folkstock, dealing with folk artists. So someone who sings sort of contemporary is really a bit kind of, not really her scene particularly. But she kind of liked what we were doing, and I think it's been a bit of a change for her. So we've done a few singles. The first thing was a charity single we did for Folkstock, which I'm sure you have down in London. And that did quite well. We raised a few bob for them. And we thought we might as well just carry on, because it's all a journey. Yeah. And we're seeing how it goes.
But was this something you were always passionate about, even when you were working as an accountant, always sort of thinking, I wish I could have been I'm a singer at heart, or was this something that just occurred afterwards?
It occurred after. I mean, I was always singing, and my kids will tell you, it's a case of, Dad, will you be quiet? Through the last 30 years of being with my missus. But no, it's never something I've anchored after. I've always enjoyed singing, but I've never sang to an audience, and that was quite an experience, and it's been really good. So no, I've never hankered after it, but I think it comes a time in life when you get to the ripe old age of now 61 that you haven't got a lot of time to muck around, so it's worth doing the things you want to do now rather than hold on and see what happens, because you ain't got a lot of happening time left,
Right, absolutely. Did you take to it like a duck to water when you first hit the stage, or was it really nerve-wracking and you sort of grown into it?
No, I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the applause. It's quite nice, really. It's quite a bit of an ego thing. And it's scary the first time. And I even sang live in a radio show, which was really scary. And it occurred to me then that if I've managed to do that, then what's the worst that could happen? What is really the worst that could happen? So probably my attitude to it now at the age of 61 would have been different at the age of 20. You see what they're like on the X Factor and things like that. So I think that being my age has kind of helped my resolve to be quite cool and not worry about it too much, really. Just have a bit of fun.
Yeah. Well, tell us about the song. Why did you pick Empty Chairs and Empty Tables from that Les Miserables?
I normally do kind of croonery type songs, Frank Sinatra, Joe Longthorny type stuff. And we wanted something that perhaps was going to fit kind of folk scene-y type people that we knew. And I sang Empty Chairs, Empty Tables when I first met Helen, and it kind of was all right. So we thought, why don't we try that one? And we can do a nice little video with it that, moody, so you can't see too much going on. And it kind of, and that's why we picked it. And I think I've kind of lent myself to that sort of singing as well now. But I kind of like all that sort of genre of, So it wasn't so much a conscious effort as it actually came out all right. On this lonely barricade.
Joe Rose there, who is about to release his debut single. It will be out on the 21st of June.